Happy Monday, Antelope Valley. I hope everyone is well and that you had a pleasant weekend. Today is October 10th, 2022. I'm Mark Troth, broker and co-owner of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, Troth Realtors, right here in Lancaster, California, bringing you this week's version of our market snapshot of the Antelope Valley real estate market. As I like to say week after week, I feel it's important for residents and property owners in the Antelope Valley to have a local resource to go to see exactly what is happening in our local real estate market. And I enjoy bringing this to you week after week. I get a lot of good comments, and so a lot of requests for what I'm thinking our future may look like. Antelope Valley real estate market is and always has been somewhat unique to the rest of Southern California. And so, like I said, it's just, I feel it's important for folks to have that resource to go to. Before we get into the statistics, I'd like to point out that our statistics do come from courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS system. So with that, let's go ahead and get into this week's statistics. This week, we start out with 1,112 residential properties on the market, up just a tick from last week when we were at 1,100 even, up about 3.6% from 4 weeks ago. Just the seasonal type of increase that we're going to see now that we're moving out of summer and into fall. Not a great increase, probably in my opinion going to tail off some as we head into November and the end of the year, where people just typically want to keep their house off the market during the holiday season. Our pendings, those properties in escrow, did drop 2.5%, a continued drop from a couple weeks ago when we saw the real effect of the increase of interest rates, typically kind of looking mid-sixes right now. Start the week with 461 residential properties in escrow, like I said, down 2.5% from a week ago, and then a pretty healthy drop from 4 weeks ago, September 12th. Second double-digit drop in a row, 4 weeks looking back, down 15.6% from 4 weeks ago. So let's go ahead and get into slide number 2. Week over week comparison, new residential listings on the market, same trend as last slide. Last week from the period of October 3rd, 2022 to October 9th, 106 new residential listings on the market. That actually should say up, not down. So my apologies, but up 3.9%. This is a good, interesting number. Last week, we really saw the effect of that interest rate increase when those properties going into escrow dropped down to 53. A nice, healthy week over week bump to 57.2 may kind of signal that perhaps buyers are a little bit concerned that interest rates may continue to climb. And so they might be looking at trying to get in and lock in why things are in the mid-sixes before they go any higher. Median number of days that those properties were on the market, down 1 day to 33. Residential listings that closed escrow last week, down somewhat from the week prior. We had 61 residential properties reported through our MLS system as closing escrow, down from 76 the week before. And you can see that the median sales price, which is good, is holding somewhat steady right in the mid-4s. And so the median sales price, median list price, exactly the same. And so we'll stop the share on our slide. So what we're seeing is we are seeing on offers going together, we're seeing sellers being willing to negotiate on their prices. We're also seeing a number of transactions go together where now sellers are willing to assist buyers not only in closing costs, but perhaps the attempt to try to break down interest rates to a more affordable rate. Seeing a lot of negotiations during after home inspections, what we call the request for repairs. So we're still seeing these transactions go together, but as I've been saying week after week for a while now, The buyers are definitely scooting the sellers out of the driver's seat, and there are sellers that are motivated to get their property sold and then escrow before the market perhaps sees further change. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up this week's market snapshot for October 10th. Make it a great week. And as I always like to point out, if there's any other information that you may find useful, please feel free to reach out to myself directly or to any of our many trusted associates here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Troth Realtors, proudly serving the Antelope Valley since 1957 for 65 years. All right, everybody, take care. Talk to you next week. Bye.